go. Good morning. Side Hustle Survivalist here, helping you to thrive and survive. Hey, I got a good one for you today. You want to be able to make $20, $25 to $75 an hour? Well, hang around. I'm going to show you how. Before we get started, I want to show you something. You see this building in the background here of me? Well, believe it or not, let's take a look inside. I want to show you something. Pretty cool little story here. See that dirt floor? See the old windows? There's an old chimney. I got some storage stuff in here. The old window. Let's go back outside here, people. All right. Kind of get away from those wasps. I wasn't quite expecting that. But hey, this old building right here is from the land run, the Oklahoma land run. I just went ahead and put tin over it to protect it from the weather. You can kind of see the chimney up there. Believe it or not, in the land run in the 1800s, a family was raised in this little hut of 9 kids, husband, wife, and 9 kids, and lived on this land. So you think you got it hard? Think you got it bad? What if you were raised in that? That is a 10 by 12 little hut. And they slept in there, ate in there, and they were raised in there their whole life from the land run. Pretty cool little story, huh? All right. Well, hey, let's get to it. You know, I told you to hang in there, and I'd show you how to make you $25 to $75 an hour. Well, here's the thing. Are you empathetic? Are you a person with a lot of patience? Now, this type of situation does not work for me because I don't have the patience for this side hustle that I'm going to tell you about. But it affects me personally because of elderly parents. So what's the side hustle? Well, for all you Gen Zers and you millennials out there, and maybe some of you Gen Xers, which is my generation, here's the thing. What people in my generation and older, the boomers and even older than that, need help in learning how to do technical type situations, from smartphones to computers to tablets. Now, I've actually had to get back with some of the Gen Zers and Millennials. In fact, my editing team, Penitent Media, who helps edit my videos, you'll see their link below. I want to give a shout out to them. They do the editing for me. They had to teach me how to do a lot of this stuff that I'm doing for YouTube now. How to work the phone, how to edit videos, how to, anything that's technological. I probably forgot half of what they told me. But here is a great side hustle. Let's walk around this building, and we'll try not to get stung, okay? Because those wasps are still all around there. But anyway, I want to hey, just real quick, besides that, see those barns over there? We're here on the ranch, but you see those barns? Those barns were built in 1930s, and they're still standing today. Compliment to the people back in those days knew how to build things. So I keep a lot of stuff stored in those buildings over there, mostly lumber, because I save everything to repurpose it and reuse it. You learn to do that when you live on a ranch or a farm. But anyway, I wanted to kind of talk to you guys a little bit. I had to try to teach my dad and my mother how to just use a regular phone, because they grew up with the hand cradle phone, and then they went to the flip phone, which you could just dial a number and receive phone calls. Well, that doesn't work nowadays. And it tests my patience. Let's put it that way. It really does test my patience to go and try to show some elderly parents the same thing on a smartphone at least 3 to 4 times a week. So that brings up a side hustle. If you're the type of individual who has the patience, who has the empathy, then you can make some money doing this. And here's what you do. First thing I would do is I would go to the nursing homes, and I would offer my services at the nursing homes to the elderly residents there that need to know how to operate a phone. They may have a tablet, an iPad, or a smartphone, or even a computer. If you have some techno smarts about you, then you'd be able to go in and help somebody. And this takes a certain type of individual. It takes a person who has a heart and the joy to be able to help somebody learn something. And here's where the patience you have to have the patience come in, is that you may have to show them over and over and over again. So are you that type of person? I do know that you could go and charge $25 per hour to teach somebody this, or you could bundle a package. Say you're going out to a rural area, to an older couple's house, their farmhouse or their ranch, or just in a suburban area. And you can say, for $75, I'll come and I'll show you guys how to do this. What if you had to hook up their TV? Do you know how to hook up these fancy smart TVs nowadays? I don't. I'd have to get Penitent Media, old Bear and Nate, to come and do that for me, because I don't know how to set that stuff up. We're gonna take a little walk through the pasture here, all right? We got a lot of switchgrass and a lot of Bermuda grass, a little bit of crabgrass, and some blue stem out here, some foxtails. So I don't know if any of that comprehends with some of you, but that's ranchers talk, ranchers speak. And we'll take a walk down here by these barns, built in the 1930s. But back to what I was saying, you got to be tech savvy. You have to be patient. How do you go about setting this up? Again, we have social media out there, which is a great advertising tool for you. And if you want, you could put a Facebook page up. You could actually build a small website. I mean, you can do that stuff through GoDaddy. I do know about that. So this is one of the barns. You can kind of see in here. I built me a shelving system to house all my lumber and everything. Got shelves in there. Never throw away anything, because you may eventually use it. I'm not a hoarder. I'm a repurposer. But hey, kind of cool look. Kind of gives you the idea of what those how they were built in the 1930s. That's still the original roof, original siding. You may say, oh, that looks terrible, that looks old. Well, if you were almost over 100 years old, you'd probably look terrible and old too, and worn out. And see that? All kind of wrinkled up and everything. But start a Facebook page. Start a small website, GoDaddy. Get your name out there. You have to pound the pavement. This is one of those type of side hustles. You're going to have to go and, like I say all the time, knock on the door. By the way, we're going to have some merch. We got merchandise now on our below the description from our website. You got the Side Hustle Survivalist shirts. We're going to have on the Knock on the Door shirts coming out soon. But go ahead and take a look at that. Just kind of plugging that right at the moment. But let's get back to it though. How do you make this money? What do you do? Well, I just told you, start a Facebook page, start a website, go out, knock on the doors, and have the patience. That's the main thing. Have patience, and this is be fulfilling for you also. If you enjoy being able to help other people and you have the patience to do that, then so be it. This is the project for you, and you can make money. So let's say if you did, let's say if you went and just saw 4 people in a day, and you said, hey, for 25 bucks, I'll show you, and you spent maybe 15 minutes with them. $25, you made 100 bucks in about an hour's worth of work. Or if you decide to do it where you just set a set price, I'll come to your house for $75. I'll help set up your TV. I'll show you how to run your tablet. I can show you how to set up your phones. And then the other thing is that you want to have repeat business, because I guarantee you that my generation and above, we're gonna have problems with that. They're gonna be like, hey, can you come back? Because I have to call Genius Brady all the time. And I have to call Nate and Barrett, Penitent Media, all the time about how do I do this? Even all the stuff with my phone that I'm filming here right now. It's like, how do you do, what's this little button do? Or what do I need to do with this button? So Gen Xers, or I'm sorry, Gen Zers and Millennials, here's a time for you to make a little extra money and help somebody, help your elders, respect your elders, help your elders out, all right? A great little side hustle. It's a beautiful morning out here, isn't it? We'll take a look around here. We're down here in the front 40, okay? And we're gonna look back around this way. There's the barns. And we got the UTV. There's the building over there with all the wasp in it, the house from the land run. But did a little work here, cleaned that out. And you'll notice that I have mowed around these barns and everything. This is what we call a fire break because my pastures are growing up so well. I'm going to be rotating cattle out through here through the winter in 3 different lots. And so my pastures are grown up. But in case a fire does come through, you want to have a pretty nice little mowed break around any kind of structures and everything so they don't burn down. And you're able to stop the fire at the burn lines at the mow break over here. So I digress. Let's get back to it. One of the things that if you start a business nowadays, you have to be comprehensive of all the expenses that go into that business. And in this business where I'm telling you about helping the elderly with technology, then you also have to take in consideration your mileage. How far do you have to travel? You may have a fuel charge. You know, I was telling you, you could get $25 an hour or up to $75 a session or anywhere in between there. Depends on where you're at, what part of the country. One thing you don't want to forget about is mileage. If you have to drive 30 miles to go help somebody one way, well then that's 60 miles. And I believe that the government rate for mileage reimbursement right now is around 64 cents a mile. You need to make sure that you figure that in whenever you talk to people, and you let people know that up front, and it's just an overhead expense. We kind of climbed up here on the pond. My ponds are way low. We're still in a drought situation here, but this is one of the ponds. We have 7 ponds on this property, and this one does not have fish, but this is my dove hunting pond. Still pretty nice. Come out here and sit here and do a little hunting. But that's just one of the considerations you have to figure in. The other thing is that you have to figure in your overhead is what does it cost to set up a website? And then you can divide that out over the course of however many clients or people that you're dealing with. You know, if it's $100, but you have 100 different clients, then you would just tack on $1 to each client. You want those costs flow down. So you're not having to pay to do your business to make money. You want your business to pay you to make money. But that was just a real quick video on what I believe that is a great side hustle out there, especially for the younger individuals who are a lot more tech savvy than my generation and the generation before. So take it for what it's worth, and you know what? Hit that like and subscribe button. I sure would like to get this out because a lot of the younger people are looking for jobs right now. And the way that things are going, it's a good thing you might want to have a side hustle here or there, or maybe even 2 or 3 different side hustles. You know, we're part of the Ninja Nation. We're trying to teach people how to make a little money, have the middle class be able to take our country back. And you go out there and you see other YouTubers like Taylor Welding, Chris Taylor Welding, go check out his channel. You have Shilda Prepper, who helps prepare you spiritually, and he also has a lot of good side hustle ideas. We're all part of the Ninja Nation, which is the economic ninja. You can go check him out. One other person you might want to check out, who, you know, I'm a rancher and farmer, but check out Grounded Beef. Old Chris up there in Grounded Beef in Upper State New York, he has a channel, you know, get to know a farmer. And he has a great Airbnb project going on right now that he's just, man, he's crushing it. So those are just some of the people you might want to look out to, or look out for. And again, hey, check out the Penitent Media. They're out there, they're taking business now. They do my editing. They also help some of the other people that I just mentioned on their video editing and everything. Great guys, and yeah, they're millennials and Gen Zers, but don't hold that against them, because they do know all this tech stuff, and people my generation, we need all the help we can get. So God bless, take care, and everybody go out there and make a little money. Take care.